to this. I didn't know how to actually, react to this feel about what Denari was saying about Dede. Dede, a finalist. Dede, a housemate who emerged in the last top two, who was battling Imisi, the winner for the BBNaija season 10 over 10 season. Now, Denari and some of his cohorts are judging Dede as the most boring housemate in the house. So, as it occurred to Denari, the reason why he was actually evicted from the BBNaija season 10 over 10 house, definitely he was not a 10 over 10. Now, if they say a 10 over 10, I would actually adjudge all housemates who were in the finale, as in the final 10 housemates, as the 10 over 10 housemates. If you were evicted even on the 9th week, you are not a 10 over 10 housemate. So people like Ruboy, Culture, people like Thelma, Faith was a 10 over 10 because he made it to the last week or the final week of the BBNaija show. The only thing is that he was disqualified, and so he did not participate in the final last day, which was the last production day of the entire show. But even the fact that he was disqualified, still we can declare him a 10 over 10 housemate. For the likes of Victory, who was also evicted, Gigi Jasmine, Joanna, all of these people are not 10 over 10 housemates. Because clearly the definition, 10 over 10 means that the last 10 housemates in the 10 season, the last 10 housemates of the 10th season. So if you made it to the last 10, then it means you are a 10 over 10. So Denari, you could not make the cut. Now you are telling somebody, declaring Dede, who since the first day, the first day it was the ladies who entered the house. And because the men had not entered, the drama had not started. So officially, the show began on the second day, which was the unveiling of the male housemate. And since the day declined a hug request by Jason J, the housemate. She had been trending all throughout, all because she said she wasn't going to hug. How could this be a boring housemate to you? Now, so you see, I can sometimes understand where he's coming from, because he's speaking from a certain lens. The lens from which he's speaking from, the perspective from which he's speaking from, he's seeing things differently. So he's seeing things from a housemate to another housemate point of view. Is it because he was not close or friends with Dede? That's the reason why he's saying that Dede was the boring housemate in the house. A Dede who was able to man 3 people up, who was able to bring 3 people's heads, Kola, Koyi, and Jason J, calling them their fishes, his 3 fishes. This same Dede that men were dying to have his attention. Men were craving for attention. Men were always trying to please her here and there. Kola trying to do the most. Jason J trying to still figure out how he can get the heart of Dede. He failed woefully because of how he even played his own game. And Koyin, knowing that Dede was up to something, knowing that he said it, that he never had any feelings, any extra feelings for Dede. Now, you term this person as a boring housemate. It was because you were boring, that's why you were evicted from the house. You had no mission, you had no goal, you had no game. If you had no game, that means you certainly did not have a strategy. Because you need a strategy to stay in the game. A game player can never be boring. For somebody who stayed through from day one to the final day and the final minute of the show showed that this girl was a game player. How can a game player be boring? How can a game player be boring? She can never be boring. It is your ass that was boring. You were boring. You actually had no business being in the house. I was cringing all the time I was watching you. I thought with all your physique and you were going to bring something to the table, but unfortunately, you showed the least effort in the house. It was just until after Doris, the girl you were entangled with, left or was evicted. We barely saw you. We did not see you in the house. You mattered less. You were useless in the house. For such a person, you describe a finalist and the last two as a boring housemate. If she was boring, she wouldn't have made it that far. I just want you to know that if she was boring, she wouldn't have made it that far. It was your boringness that got you out of the show. And you are definitely not a 10 over 10 housemate because you did not make it to the final 10. Even Faith, who was disqualified, is a 10 over 10 housemate. So Denari, come clean. Come clean. No. You I think you did not reason well before making this declaration or making this statement. Because if you knew what you're talking about, you wouldn't have gone that route at all. At all. You wouldn't have gone that route at all. We on the other side, we know the content givers. You did not give any content for that matter. You did not give any content whatsoever whilst in the house. All that you were doing was just gallivanting around, following Doris here and there. That ship that never had a captain. That ship never had a captain. That ship never had a map, a road map. That ship never had any direction, no mission, no vision. You have the infantry, the guards. You got some nerves. To tag Dede, a content giver. Dede wasn't doing much in the house. She was just being herself, dressing up, trying to look good, trying to have conversations with the people, her three fishes. Yet, she was able to wow people. People actually were pleased by her gameplay and decided to rally behind her. I can't even count you. I can't even count your fans. Because your fan base are not more than 100. Genuinely. And this is coming from a good place. Your fan base are not more than 100. You dare call somebody who is over 100,000 K followers as boring? Are you serious? Are you serious right now? Let's be guided and be measured in the things we say, because the things we say will always come back to hurt us. And that is what I'm trying to imply here. What you said, very, very uncalled for. You goof big time, and you need to even apologize to all fans of Dede. I'll see you in the next video.